And finally today, a Brisbane man is about to swap the stifling heat of Queensland for an incredible test of endurance in the Arctic climes of Alaska. The 44-year-old bicycle mechanic will ride more than 1,600 kilometres across snow and glaciers in one of the world's most extraordinary cycling races. Leonie Meller has the story.
In the middle of a Brisbane heatwave, Troy Zhukowski is preparing for an ice adventure.
It's a personal challenge, I think, to see how much you can do when you are still physically able to do it.
In just a few weeks, he'll be pushing his body to the limits in Alaska's frozen backcountry, competing in one of the world's most extreme endurance races. The challenge, 1,000 miles in 31 days or less, under your own steam. Some walk or ski. Zhukowski will ride a bike.
Instead of waiting for either a life-changing event to make you wake up and do something amazing with your life, do it proactively.
The 44-year-old father's done it once before. In 2016, he completed the invitation-only event after proving he has what it takes to survive.
Emotionally, some mornings it can be quite tough. Your feet are very sore, your boots are frozen, your hands are very sore, and you've still got the trail to traverse. And there's no one there support, no one there to pick up the pieces, no one to wipe your tears.
This year the race starts in Anchorage but veers south through the abandoned town of Iditarod before ending in Nome.
The south route is a lot tougher. It goes through a lot more remote country, less villages to pass through, a lot less support.
It's dangerous too, with a frozen sea and rivers to cross.
It can be quite frightening in some places because you've got some very fast running water underneath you. It's quite possible that you could go through the ice into the water and float downstream under the ice.
He'll sleep outdoors, melt snow for drinking water and carry food to sustain him for a week at a time.
The challenge that if something breaks, whether it's bike or body or gear, you're the one that's got to fix it. You've got to deal with it. So there's no shirking of responsibility. It's all up to you.
Yeah, I see what you mean, Chris. They're pretty lumpy.
A bike mechanic by trade, Troy Zhukowski aims to be self-sufficient.
To be able to fix your own bike out on the trail is phenomenal. Sometimes I even fix other competitors' bikes. We're all in this together out there.
He makes much of his own gear and says preparation is key in a race where as many as 1 in 2 competitors don't finish. But behind every adventurer is a support team.
Yeah, so that's the north route, that's our south route.
For those on Team Zhukowski, the risks are personal and real.
Some of the areas on the trail, the south route, are getting down to -50, -55. So that concerns me because that's real life-threatening. You just can't make mistakes in those temperatures. And if he's not in a safety cabin and he's bivvying out, the potential is that you can possibly die in those circumstances.
It's impossible not to worry.
When he's over there, it's a bit daunting because he is on a spot tracker whilst he's racing, and whilst that is okay to know where he is, there is no feedback about what he's going through, what temperatures are like. Is he having mechanical problems? Is he feeling sick?
My wife, dear wife, she misses me intensely. When I get into some villages, I can touch base with a small amount of Wi-Fi there. I can send off an email or a photo or two and stay in touch that way.
Even when he's home, the race is a priority, with long hours spent on his bike and countless early mornings on the Brisbane River, cross-training in the lead-up to the event.
I enjoy every aspect of it because it encompasses an outdoor fascination in an extreme environment especially. So it's very, very challenging. It really makes you draw from the bottom of the bucket to keep moving forward each day.
Still, you have to ask why.
Prize money, there is no prize money. You get to become, I guess, part of a very unique club that is its own sort of unique family.
So far, Troy Zhukowski is the only Australian in a club of 70 or so people who have completed the race.
I find it a huge inspiration, and I hope that he inspires Tabby as well to always push forward and always aim big and dream big.
It does go in there, it's just full of air.
I think it's awesome that he does that. Like, to be the first Australian to ever finish a race in such a cold condition.
And there are bonuses, including the Northern Lights and spectacular scenery.
The Iditarod Trail, it's something that gets into your psyche. You really get attached to the trail. The isolation, it's type 2 fun, where it's not so much fun while you're doing it, but afterwards you reflect and look back and go, wow, that was just an incredible experience.
Sometimes just making it across the line is enough.
Finishing, I'm pretty confident, 100%. But you'd have to be Stephen Bradbury to pull off a podium finish.
Leonie Miller reporting. And that's all from us this week on Australia Wide. I hope you've enjoyed the show, and remember you can catch any of our stories on iView or on our website. I'm Yasmin Abdel Majid. See you next time for Australia Wide.